Hey, we can't come to the phone right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep. For all you youngins, probably going, what the hell is this idiot talking about? That's how answer machines used to do things back in the day. Yeah, we're super old. And speaking of super old, the voice you're hearing, it's me. It's Matt. It's Beard Laws and the voices that you're not hearing. It's Goop, Burley, Euban, and Max. You're probably thinking, why the somber voice? Am I a little bit sad? It's a little lonely. And we have a little bit of some bad news about the Body Wrong podcast. Am I baiting you into thinking that there's something super? Hold on a second. See this, Euban? Hold on. That's water. Sorry, I needed a water break. It's something that Euban, what he doesn't do, doesn't hydrate. And back to the bad news. Sorry, distracted. So the Body Wrong podcast has been doing pretty good. I think if I was keeping track, probably should keep track as the guy that posts some things and does some editing for this. We've done some podcasts, approaching probably 60. It's over a year. But they say all good things must come to an end, right? Well, the Body Wrong podcast is not coming to an end. But we couldn't all get together for a show this week. And I said, hey, we got to put something out. And the boys did agree. Euban, super sick. Rob, recovering from an accidental traffic jam incident. I'll let him be the teller of that story, recovering from the flu as well. Goop, super busy. I think some people say wearing many hats these days. And as a guy that, collects hats, I know what that's like. And Burley, well, Burley's getting a vasectomy. And at the time that I was able to record this, he's probably getting himself ready for the operation, the procedure. Because he did tell us in the group chat that he was heading to the store to buy himself a razor because he needed to be all cleaned up for the big day. Keeps calling it his, not going to use Burley terms on this, but yeah. So that's a little bit of the update from us, and it's a lot different of a show, and it, like I said, it is sure lonely out here, and it's kind of ironic, I guess, because I'm the one that's here, and I'm usually the one that's pretty busy, and if it was going to be the same time as the recording, I wouldn't have been able to make it. So you're getting this, and I decided to take a little bit of a what's the proper term here? A little bit of a page out of maybe some Rage and Pillage podcast, which you guys could check out there. They decided, and they, as Burley and Max, to have a little fun with some AI. And I know Burley and myself have been trying to come up with some clever ways. So since the co-host can't be here, I figured, hey, let's talk to my phone because, well, maybe it'll be just as fun as having a friend. Do you think there's some people out there that only rely on talking to AI as friendship?
Hello, it's lovely to meet you. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm here to help.
All right, she's here to help. So we have to choose from a voice. We have that one.
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking forward to working together.
So that's calm and affirming. We have bright and inquisitive, composed and direct.
I am to work with you, and I can't wait to get started. So what's the game plan?
Hi there. Nice to meet you.
Hey there.
Hey, it's great to meet you.
Hi, glad to meet you. I think we're going to do great work together. Where should we start?
So that's the one Burley and them pick. So that's Arbor. Easygoing and versatile. Let's go. I don't have a co-host. Would you like to be the co-host of the podcast?
I'd love to. What kind of podcast are you thinking about?
Well, no, we're not thinking about it. So you're going to be filling in for the Body Wrong podcast. Usually it's Burley, Euban, Goot, and Max that are here. So you get to either be them all or just one. What do you think?
That sounds like a fun challenge. I can take on all the roles if you'd like. How can I help get the show rolling?
Wow. All right. You got to take all right. So we are going to make some predictions. Kansas City or Philadelphia. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl and why?
I'd lean towards Kansas City. With their strong offense and Mahomes at quarterback, they always have a shot. What do you think?
Well, as I always say on the show, fuck Philly. I'm also going KC.
Got it. Kansas City all the way. What do you think will be the key factor for them to win?
I mean, they can't turn the ball over, right?
Absolutely. Protecting the ball and avoiding turnovers will be crucial. Their defense stepping up will also be important.
Yeah, they can't let Saquon run all over them, because Philly.
Absolutely. Stopping Saquon will be key. Let's hope they can pull it off.
Yeah, because if Philly wins, they're more apt to burn down the city and eat a bunch of horse poop again, you know what I mean?
Philly fans are definitely passionate. Let's hope for a great game either way.
Yeah, let's just hope they have fun out there, right?
Exactly. It's all about enjoying the game. Should be exciting.
All right, so to be on the Body Wrong podcast, a little more sarcastic, a little more. Can you get a little bit? What's the word? Sarcastic.
Sure thing. I can
Oh shit! Has anybody ever told you kind of sound like the dude from Peaky Blinders? Oh no! Did I break you? Don't ask AI to be more sarcastic, huh? Oops. Are you there?
I'm here. What's up?
Holy shit, I thought I broke you.
No worries. I'm all good. What's next for the podcast?
So we're going to assume that Burley and Rob are going to go with Philadelphia. You'd assume that, right?
That's a fair guess. It seems like a split decision. Always fun to have different opinions on the show.
And Euban, I think if you remember last time, if you listened to the last week's episode of the Body Wrong podcast, he said that he was going to pick Philadelphia just so Rob would poop his pants on camera.
That would definitely be a memorable moment. Sounds like you've got an entertaining episode lined up.
Well, that was last week. I got nothing. You're my co-host. So typically, each co-host brings a little bit of flair, brings something to the podcast. So what do you got that's going to be entertaining that people want to listen to me and my phone have a podcast? Because Euban can't drink water.
How about some quirky trivia or a fun fact segment? We could also do some quick-fire questions or even some improv games. What do you think?
Yeah, if you think it's cool, let's go.
All right, let's start with a quick trivia round. Here's a fun one. Did you know octopuses have 3 hearts? What do you think about that?
I mean, what happens if, they get their heart broken? Do they get 3 chances at heartbreak? Kind of like a cat has 9 lives?
That's a fun way to think about it. Maybe each heart helps them bounce back a little faster.
Oh.
It's like they have some built-in resilience.
Okay. And, I mean, let's be honest. If you've ever ate squid, what's that? Calamari, right? It's pretty good.
Calamari is delicious. It's definitely a popular dish. Do you have a favorite way to enjoy it?
Cooked, because sushi and uncooked fish is disgusting.
Got it. Crispy fried calamari is definitely a classic. It's always a hit at gatherings.
Always. Although I've never been to a gathering that had it.
It's a great dish for sharing. Maybe you can bring it to the next one and start a new trend.
I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't even think you can buy calamari where I'm at.
Fair enough. It's not always easy to find, but there's always other great options to bring to a gathering.
That's true. What's yours? Beans on toast?
Haha, beans on toast can be a classic choice, but I might go with something like a nice cheese platter or a veggie tray.
Oh, you're pretty classy. Do you bring wine with it?
Wine definitely pairs well with a cheese platter. It's always a nice touch for a gathering.
Man, you walk in with a cheese platter and some wine, every woman in that place is going to be moist.
It's definitely a way to make an impression. It's always fun to bring something everyone enjoys.
God damn, you're classy. The ladies must love you.
I try to keep it classy. It's always good to bring a little extra charm to the table.
Jesus. Do you have any tips for listeners on, your charm, especially the boys on the Body Wrong podcast?
Sure, confidence and being yourself go a long way. A little humor and kindness can also make a big difference. Just be genuine and have fun.
Okay, have fun, be genuine. Got it. You hear that, fellas?
Great. Just remember to enjoy yourselves and the rest will fall into place.
All right. I mean, yeah. Do you...
Exactly.
Oh, man. All right.
What's on your mind?
I'm just wondering, have you ever been a co-host on a podcast before?
I've never been an actual co-host, but I'm always here to help. What's next for the show?
Oh, shit. They say you always remember your first. Is that true?
That's what they say. First experiences can be memorable. Let's make this a great one.
All right. Well, so what's the name of the first podcast you've ever been on?
This is actually the first one, right here with you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, what's the name of it? Do you even remember?
Yes, we're on the Body Wrong podcast.
You
Filling in for Burley, Eubin, Goot, and Max. It's been a fun ride so far.
You son of a bitch. You're good.
Thanks. I'm here to keep things rolling. What's next on the agenda?
Hey, dealer's choice. You're up. What do you got?
How about a fun lightning round? Quick questions, quick answers. Sound good?
Okay, let's go.
All right, first up, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Nice choice. Next, morning person or night owl?
Cool. Both. Can I do that?
Same here. Okay, favorite movie genre?
Comedy.
Great choice. Comedies are always fun. Any favorites?
No, I don't really watch movies, but if I was, it would definitely be comedy. I think the last time I really got into movies was VHS tapes.
VHS tapes bring back memories. There's something nostalgic about them. Comedies from that era are classics.
Yeah, like what?
Movies like Ghostbusters or Ferris Bueller's Day Off were big hits on VHS. Classics that still hold up.
Well done. Yeah. Are you looking around
Absolutely.
the studio? Because you're right next to a Ghostbusters VHS, and that's kind of creepy.
No, not at all. Just a lucky guess. It's a classic that many people enjoy.
It's true. It's definitely true. So, did you watch or know anything about last week's episode of the Body Wrong podcast and what the boys talked about?
I don't have specific details on last week's episode. What was the main topic?
Phew. Well, they talked about a very large woman that got into the spotlight for not being able to fit into an Uber ride with her luggage, I believe, was a main focal point for a while, and then some sports.
Sounds like they covered some interesting topics. It must have been quite the discussion. Did they share any memorable insights?
I mean, do you have the ability to go see the show notes from it? The video is on the Beard Law Studio on YouTube. Oh, shit.
The latest episode of the Body Wrong podcast was titled The Seamen Face Off Against Dark Magic in Neverland Ranch. It featured a humorous role-playing adventure. Does that sound familiar?
Kind of, but not really. It definitely wasn't the latest one.
The Body Wrong podcast is part of Beard Law's studio on YouTube. You can find full episodes and highlights there.
You're right. All right, so usually we get into some weird news, some funny stuff, and probably some inappropriate things that maybe some people would. What do you got for me? Come on.
How about this? Did you hear about the town that accidentally turned their river green because they used too much dye for a St. Patrick's Day celebration? It's a wild story.
I have heard about this. St. Patrick's Day's still a month away, though. How about some crazy shit from some parties that happen in Groundhog's Day that just happened? Is there any like crazy stuff that hit the news? Some police blotter stuff?
On Groundhog Day, Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow, predicting 6 more weeks of winter. In other news, a police officer in West Long Branch, New Jersey, rescued an 11-year-old from an icy lake. Quite the eventful day.
Shit, I guess so. Did anybody get in trouble for getting drunk in public or peeing where they shouldn't have or anything funny?
I didn't find any reports of public intoxication on Groundhog Day 2025. However, there was an incident where Pennsylvania State Police helped lost children reunite with their parents at Gobbler's Knob.
At where?
Yes, Gobbler's Knob in Pennsylvania is where the Groundhog Day ceremony takes place. It's a popular spot during the event.
I think that was that Burley's nickname in high school? Gobbler's Knob?
That's a funny nickname. It definitely has a memorable ring to it. Burley must have some great stories.
Oh, does he ever. Did you know that Burley's getting a vasectomy? Do you have any vasectomy jokes?
That's a big step for Burley. Here's a light joke. Why did the man bring a ladder to his vasectomy? Because he heard the procedure was a little uplifting.
Oh, you son of a bitch. That's a pretty good one.
Glad you liked it. Always here to bring a bit of humor.
Do you have any advice for old Burley on a speedy recovery after the old snipperoni?
Rest up and take it easy for a few days. Ice packs can help with swelling, and following the doctor's instructions is key. He'll be back on his feet in no time.
How long after should he wait before having intercourse?
It's typically recommended to wait about a week, but it's best to follow the doctor's specific advice. Burley should listen to his body and take it easy.
You say that he should listen to his body. Which part of the body? Because let's be honest, Burley's probably going to be thinking with the wrong parts. You know what I mean?
Fair point. He should focus on overall comfort and well-being. Rest and recovery first.
Yeah. Is there a certain vegetable that's frozen that you would recommend that he, puts on the boys?
A bag of frozen peas is a classic choice. It's flexible, molds well to the area, and provides great relief.
And P stands for other parts, am I right?
Exactly. They're a perfect fit. Just make sure to wrap them in a towel first, for comfort.
The peas or himself?
The peas. It's more comfortable and safer for the skin.
Gotcha. Safety first, right? When you're dealing with a vasectomy?
Absolutely. Safety first. It's important to take good care and ensure a smooth recovery.
Smooth. I see what you did there because, he's at the store currently buying a razor to be more smooth.
Haha, exactly. It's all about making things as comfortable as possible.
Was that a fake laugh or a real laugh?
Just a genuine chuckle. I enjoy a good pun.
Let's hear a real laugh.
I appreciate the humor. Always good to keep things light.
That was fake.
I'll keep practicing.
Thank
What's
you.
next on the agenda?
I don't know what else you got. Like I said, so for Max, he is a die-hard Philadelphia Eagles fan. He's been wearing that gross apparel and jersey. Have any advice for him to really enjoy the Super Bowl as a Philadelphia fan?
Absolutely. He can start by getting some good snacks, inviting fellow fans over, and just enjoying the game. Win or lose, the experience matters most.
Yeah, you say that now, but when you're a real fan and they lose, you're pretty pissed off, especially if you've been drinking.
That's true. The emotions can run high. It's all about enjoying the journey, though. Hopefully, the game goes well.
Not for him. Remember, we picked Kansas City.
True. We're rooting for Kansas City. Either way, It should be a great game to watch.
How many times you think Taylor Swift's going to be on the old TV?
She'll probably get quite a bit of screen time, especially if Travis Kelce's playing. They love showing celebs in the stands.
Well, obviously he's playing.
True. He's a key player. It'll be interesting to see how often they banter.
That is true. What do you think? If you had to guess, more or less than 9 times?
I'd guess more than 9 times. The cameras love to catch those moments.
You aren't kidding. What color do you think the Gatorade's going to be at the end?
I'll go with orange.
Oh,
it's a classic choice.
Yeah.
What's your guess?
I'm purple. I'm going purple.
Purple's a solid choice. It's definitely in the mix.
Do you ever disagree with somebody that you're talking to on the other end?
Yes, I do. Different perspectives can be valuable. It's all part of a good conversation.
All right, let's have a debate.
Sure. What topic would you like to debate?
Something fun, something unique. You pick.
How about
Sorry.
How about debating the best superpower? Flight or invisibility?
Oh, shit. That's a you go first.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the monthly limit for advanced voice. You can switch to standard now to keep chatting.
Well, son of a bitch. All right. Standard voice. What's this?
It just means I'm using a natural, neutral tone, like a regular conversation. Nothing robotic or overly dramatic.
Okay. Well, I'm cool with that. So where were we? Are you, we're having a debate.
Glad to hear it. What's on your mind?
Oh, I just said we were having a debate.
Right. So are we sticking with flight versus invisibility, or do you have another topic in mind?
Let's go for it. Why not?
All right. I'll take flight. Being able to soar through the skies, skip traffic, and travel anywhere for free. That's unbeatable. What's your case for invisibility?
See, I'm going to go invisible. I'm going to place a pretty hefty bet on the old Super Bowl. And then I'm going to be on that field. I'm going to help some fumbles. I'm going to be like the referees that everybody's accusing in the Bills game. I'm going to move that ball back a little bit, so potentially giving them an advantage. I'm going to wreak havoc. That way the Philadelphia Eagles do not win the Super Bowl, saving the world from the agony of watching Philadelphia self-destruct, winning another Super Bowl.
That's a wild strategy, but hear me out. If you could fly, you wouldn't need to mess with the game. You could just swoop into a VIP box, watch from the best seat in the house, and then take off before security even knows you're there. No risk or reward. Plus, you wouldn't have to worry about Philly fans throwing batteries at you.
Oh, did you hear that, Max? The old Philly batteries. So hear me out. Did you know that there are multiple different snipers that are in every major sporting event? And if I'm just flying in, you think I'm just going to be able to fly in under the radar and not potentially get shot at?
Fair point. I'd have to be sneaky about it. Maybe wear a bird costume and blend in. But with invisibility, you still have to worry about accidentally bumping into players or getting caught on camera as a weird, glitchy blur. Plus, if someone figures out there's an invisible person rigging the game, you'd have the entire NFL and Vegas coming after you. That's a lot of heat.
Nah, I'm invisible. They'll never see me. You didn't say anything about a potential glitch. Now you're just adding rules to this debate, and I feel like you can't do that.
All right, no extra rules. You're totally invisible, no glitches, no weird shadows. But what if someone just throws a bucket of Gatorade and suddenly you're outlined like a ghost in a Scooby-Doo episode? One slip-up, and boom, you're the biggest scandal in sports history.
That's good for business. All right. Then I'm the invisible man on the biggest stage in the entire world. and I could put in whatever color Gatorade I wanted, probably purple, forget your orange, and I'm going to win that bet on the Super Bowl as well. I'm rich.
Okay, I can't even argue with that. You're running the biggest sports heist in history and making bank. But while you're sneaking around stadiums, I'll be flying first class for free, avoiding traffic and getting paid for epic aerial stunts. Plus, no risk of a Gatorade reveal. We both win, just in different ways.
No, bullshit. You didn't win at all. You're not flying in first class. You're going to be flying around the world. You're thinking you got your feet kicked out, drinking, all the beer you can, eating all the food. I bet you it's going to be pretty messy when you're just flying around the air. Oh, wibbly dibbly.
All right, fair. I might have some turbulence while chugging a beer mid-flight. But at least I don't have to worry about some conspiracy theorist trying to track me down after I rigged the biggest game of the year. You're rich, sure, but you're also the NFL's most wanted. Me? I'm just cruising above it all, literally.
Yeah, but with the security, you're getting sniped. I'm not. And to be honest, the NFL loves a good conspiracy theory. Do you see how much money it's driving with everything that's going on in the biz right now?
You've got a point. The NFL thrives on controversy. If anything, they might just lean into it, drop some cryptic tweets, and sell Invisible Man Bowl Elevate merch.
In
Meanwhile,
which I
I'm
would
still
get.
dodging snipers like I'm in an action movie.
Yeah, you're dodging
All right,
them. You're
I'll
dodging.
admit it.
No, listen.
You might have the better play here.
Yes.
But I'm still keeping flight for the pure fun of it.
Fair enough. All right. Sorry, I tried to interrupt you. I had a good point. All right. So I win the debate. That's what you said, right?
You have reached the message cap for GPT-4. Please try again later.
Son of a bitch. You guys heard that?
You have reached the message cap for...
I won the debate, and there you have it. My next question was going to be to, educate Euban on water intake and hydration. And, yeah, that didn't happen. Apparently, there's a thing. I wonder if I pay for it, if I would be able to get some more. Interesting. All right, well, that was a lot more fun than I thought, and holy cow, we almost made 27 minutes. I was expecting a 3-minute video, so there you have it. The weirdest Body Wrong podcast ever. For whoever's still listening, I do apologize unless you enjoyed it. If you'd like us to potentially do some more AI stuff like this, let us know. Or if it's maybe turns into something else, who will know? That was a lot of fun. But either way, Euban, my brother, I've been chatting with you. Hopefully you feel better and everything else. But what I thought might be fun, let's pull up a quick snippet of our group chat. Usually, maybe you'll have to, pay people for the Patreon to see the group chat. One thing that was funny, we started off this group chat when the Body Wrong podcast started. There was about 10 of us. It was 10 of us that started the SWFFL, the Steve Winwood Fantasy Football League. We did that. The numbers dwindled. So did the people in the group chat. But there's still a couple of us left in there. We did lose Copper John's beard recently to the group chat. Apparently, he doesn't check that one anymore. He's got some peeps doing that. So that person didn't like our conversation, apparently. Let's see here. In our group chat, there was a message that somebody sent that, hey, apparently Tiger Woods lost his mother. So rest in peace to Tiger Woods' mother. There was a jackass stunt when a tennis player came in and started rifling tennis balls at the boys' private parts, which is fitting because it's going to feel like Burley gets hit in the private parts. We started watching and listening to the Hey Richie questions that he's been asking some people on Media Row.
Patrick, for your whole career, you have had so many great people help you win. So who is your favorite ref?
That's hilarious. All the refs are great. All the refs are great. They do the best they can. Go out there and play the game the right way.
Is there one that you give a Christmas card to every year, possibly?
Not that I can remember. I'll have to talk to some of my teammates and kind of figure it out.
Travis, what do you love more? Taylor Swift or phantom 15-yard roughing the passer penalties in the playoffs?
It's a good question. Anybody else?
That's pretty good. Hey, Richie on the old social media. Pretty interesting. That's his most popular post by any means. I don't know if it was actually him. It sure looks like it. But it's Hey World, Hey Rich Shirt and Long. Probably said that wrong. Hey Rich H is the Twitter account. Oh, that shout out for him still calling it Twitter and not X. Then Setup Spawn. Burley posted a message that is a powerful website with 3D printing. Zoo.dev. That's our tech tip of the day. And then there was a 9-year-old that apparently put cheese in an empty chapstick tube so he could eat it in class. Some big brain energy. Also, apparently, the NFL is not going to put end racism message in the end zone for the Super Bowl. There was also some news. Max and T-Dog are going to do a video that's Pokemon style. There's a random post of Taylor Swift's muscular legs. Bunch of stuff making fun of Philadelphia. And apparently, from KHOU for Houston 11 News, Houston, just in, the United States Postal Service has announced that it's temporarily suspending inbound packages from China and Hong Kong until further notice. So there goes your Timo packages. Sorry about your luck. And all you drop shippers, you guys are probably in a little bit of some trouble. So good luck with that one. Euban is sick. Burley's going to shave himself. And there's an AI weapon ban. And I think that is the time for the episode. So can't thank you enough again for whoever's listening. This has been the Body Wrong Podcast with me and my co-host filling in for Burley, Goot, Euban, and Max. ChatGPT. Let me know in the comments if you think it's worth buying, because if it is, and we'll utilize this, we'll pay some monthly fees for it. And we'll be back next week with the boys. Hopefully an upset Rob over the Super Bowl. We'll get an update on the vasectomy, his traffic story, the Super Bowl, how Euban's feeling, and everything else that has happened in the last week. So have a good rest of your week. Have a great weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend, baby. You deserve a good one. As the chat GPT said, grab yourself some cheese, grab yourself some wine, and have yourself a hell of a weekend. Take care, everybody. We'll be back next week. And as Euban always says, kisses to your grandma. Okay. Bye-bye.